You are chosen, believe it. Come near, my darling. It's like the silence of a calm morning, when just two hearts exchange the secrets they own. Not like a throng assembling, or a voice reaching across a room full of responsibilities. I address you now as someone who understands the significance of your inquiries and the form of your evenings. Don't rush anything. Join me in breathing. Silence has been interpreted by you as absence. You have kept your prayers little, tucked away in the corner of your heart, like a delicate object you were scared to identify, because you have counted the silence and mistook it for distance. Listen, I'm not abandoning you by being silent. It is a call to intimacy. I've always been closer than your fear thought he could be. I'm matching the music to what will keep you whole, even if the response appears sluggish. A fear that demands you to prove yourself, a concern about money that makes your jaw stiff, tension that accumulates like an opened mail, and the shadow of success that demands you exchange your soul for praise are all little dangers in the next seasons. These are authentic, they'll arrive. However, I never send you out unarmored. I'll go ahead of you. I'm speaking now to help you prepare for little threats, so you won't be taken by surprise when they materialize. When darkness falls, you may use the words I offer you as lamps declare. I am not owned by scarcity. When money trembles, provision finds me just when I need it. I give you the items of prepared. Say I am not alone. The air of heaven steadies me as the pressure mounts. Say something like my name is steadier than your fear, and my purposes hold more weight than your mistakes. In response to fear's suggestion that failure will be the loudest thing recalled, as your seasons shift you will face new demands, opportunities that seem like doors, and mirrors that gauge how much you need the acclaim. Relationships with strings that desire your soul, and invites that shine and want everything. While you shouldn't be blind to danger, you also shouldn't let it limit you. I will make you brave where confidence is required, and careful where wisdom is needed. Angels keep an eye on your movements. The courts of heaven have a sacred yes about you. Does it seem to you like a gentle prod, a safeguard that appears to shift barriers by altering the environment around you? Rather than using force, angels are tasked with carrying out the prayers you are unable to utter at this time. They compile the prayers you swallow out of embarrassment, and the ones you mumble at red lights. They are poised at thresholds to open what only I can open, and to keep what I have kept. But I invite you to join me in collaboration. Passivity is not the same as protection. The soul still needs to be tended by your hands. Every day, your eyes must continue to search for the correct path. I will not coerce you into making the decisions I asked you to make. Move when I nudge you, respond when I whisper. Instead of correcting someone, I talk into them when I shine a light on them. Gentleness, not performance, is how I manage the space when I open it. trials that appeared unjust, in seasons that looked insignificant, have molded you. I created your life to purify you, not to punish you. Patience took root in the classes where the apparent delays occurred. You were shielded from storms. You couldn't have survived by the locked doors. Recall that your history is a training field where I trained you to hear my voice, even while everything else was loud. It is not an accusation. Your offerings are visible to me. I can see the delicate spots you conceal, and the bravery you pass off as silence. You are not too damaged or sensitive to be picked. You allow grace in through your flaws, which is why I selected you. I invite you to risk being used, not to hide, to allow the warmth of my presence to permeate both quiet kitchens and bustling spaces. Make humility your most courageous stance, and approach everything from a position of devotion rather than performance. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super Thanksgiving $5, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now, and listen to this message further. Now listen. Make your yes simpler. Make your promises mean something once again. Let rid of everything that drains you. For the sake of something that isn't mine, please make room for me, till you have time to consider again. If your schedule is a collection of other people's urgent matters, Sabbath is a lifeline, not an outdated directive. Obedience to the design that keeps you whole is what rest is, not being lazy. Both invitational and relinquishment moments will occur. Lightly grasp both. Donate liberally, but don't give up the foundation that keeps you afloat. When someone asks you a question that might force you to break your calm, politely reject. Maintain the law of your heart while allowing kindness to flow from your words. Know this: I will not allow plenty to cause you to forsake me. When you are afraid of succeeding, when the world sees your fruit, and you realize the price, prosperity is measured by whether you can still earn a child's trust, not by how much money you make. Get comfortable with receiving. Let's say that I accept what comes from above, understanding that it won't determine who I am. Let these straightforward statements establish a rhythm in your bones. By speaking them aloud, I am held. Someone has phoned me, I am a steward. I'm safe, I'm adored. When a liar attempts to minimize you, let the truth speak louder. If you are prepared to allow receiving to become a part of your worship, type I receive in the comments section. Relationships will sometimes let you down, and once safe spaces will start to seem strange. Don't think of them as signs of love's shortcomings. They are the essential pruning that results in branches that are healthier. Let go of the narratives that claim you are insufficient because someone else has departed. You should forgive because your freedom is worth it, not because the other person deserves it. Forgiveness is taking away the wounds. power to imprison you, not denying it. Respond with faith when the adversary attempts to convince you that you need to be in charge of everything in order to be safe. You are called to a freedom that may seem little to others, such as being kind while the world demands calculating, being trustworthy when others are wary, and being soft when others are hardening. These little deeds form the foundation of a long, lasting existence. All prepare your future. In addition to safeguarding your present, there will be opportunities that don't fit into the preconceived notions. They will call for ingenuity, modesty, and a readiness to make mistakes in the future. Consider every new opportunity as an altar moment. Offer up a prayer first, then take action. Bring me your drafts before you publish. Bring me your ideas before you expose them. Protect the seeds I give you, and grow them covertly until they take root. Don't be afraid of the pruning seasons. They are revered, the cuts are intentional. In reality, the times you thought were squandered are earning you more grace points. Often, the aspects of your biography that you deemed shameful are really invitations to a more profound calling. Have faith in the slow forming. Have faith in the refinement. Some harvest will catch you off guard. They won't be as abrupt as a trickle, but they will be as certain as the tides. I swear to you that I am creating in you a stability that the outside world will notice, but be unable to duplicate. It won't be noisy. It will be a holiness that flows through everyday life. Like a stream of gentle dignity. You are different, others will comment, but they won't know why. It's because you've learned to be with me for the sake of soul keeping, not for display. Take this step of faith through this membership. You will receive words that strengthen your spirit. You'll need the guts to follow my instructions. The guts to refuse when the audience is boisterous. The guts to take a break when the pace calls for more. Have the guts to bless those who misunderstand you. The guts to believe, even when the evidence appears to be delayed. The ability to love without compromise. Here are some practical tips for you to follow. First, establish a minor rule that safeguards your first hour. Let me have that hour to myself. Talk to me, read the plain truth. Take a breath second. Choose a living altar to keep your heart soft by praying for that person every day. Third, choose one little thing you've put off and carry it out covertly. Fourth, establish a Thanksgiving routine by naming 3 acts of grace every evening. Say this out loud as an affirmation that grounds the work I am doing in you. Lord, you have not left me. You help me walk steadily. What I can't open, you can. You give me what I don't have. I learn it to accept from you. I'm yours, Amen. Angels move on your behalf. You've heard me say, beloved, to elaborate angels are not footnotes from myth. The promise I have made over you is ministered to. By them, they are stationed where fate and choices meet. They wait for me to move, keeping an eye on the boundaries of your day. They don't replace you, so don't be scared of them. They support the ministry of your calling from me. There may be times when a door will open and you will feel the temptation to rush into the favor, as if blessings could be obtained by haste. Stroll, allow love to dictate your tempo. Use the platform I've given you as a place of service, rather than as a show. Let humility be the guardian of your voice when I increase it. If you hang on to fame for the wrong reasons, it will burn away what really matters. In a society that often confuses convenience with covenant, you question me about friendship and loyalty. Pay attention, choose your attachments wisely. Just like a gardener picks healthy soil, be in the company of people who will gently give you the truth, who will support you, who will celebrate your little wins, and who will sit quietly when you grieve. Those who take and never contribute should be eliminated. Make reciprocity your guiding principle. People who are unable to love you well will pose a little danger. They will be absent when you need them most. In nice and unexpected ways, come to me when you feel taken advantage of. I'll take away the pain in order to preserve your compassion without becoming fragile. I will show you how to mend the trust. You are concerned about advancement. When you see others, you question why some appear to jump while your steps are measured in stages. Avoid making comparisons like a tree. Most growth occurs under the earth. In the secret seasons, roots become thicker. Continue to water what I've given you. Have patience with the process. The modest architect of greatness is consistency. Don't let your heart serve as a record of all the bills life has owing you. Give me that accounting. Maintaining a score with both heaven and mankind is a peculiar form of enslavement. Please reset your books. Enter a world where forgiveness is the norm, and bless those who have never paid you back. You are on the verge of taking on new tasks. They might be subtle reminders, like a name that pops into your head, an unstoppable poetry, or a call you almost miss. These aren't just coincidences. Invitations are what they are. Be sure to comply as soon as you feel my prodding. Small acts of faith such as 1-minute prayers, unsent letters, or acts of compassion that go unnoticed pave the way for bigger things. Create a little altar of breathing techniques. For when stress tries to take over your life, take a deep breath of gratitude. Release your breath and surrender as a kind of adoration. Move your body. Allow music to serve as mental medication. Take a stroll outdoors till the vast sky comes back to your lungs. Make sure that the world's technology serve your spirit, rather than the other way around. I am well acquainted with financial anxieties. Additionally, I am skilled in reorienting a heart toward order. Start with modest stewardship by sticking to a basic spending plan. Be dependable while making little donations. Recognize that giving is a door that opens provision, rather than a drain. Protect your decisions against Russian embarrassment. Seek competent advice. Before acting in a financial panic, create routines that endure beyond emergencies. Don't allow your fear of failing limit you. Failure is a teacher on the path to mastery, not your adversary. You will lose the very practice that prepares you if you put off taking action because you are afraid of failing. Take calculated chances, learn quickly. By failing quickly, I don't feel guilty about your errors. I utilize them to instill humility in you and to build its strength. If you are choosing to follow my nudges, even when the way is unclear, type "I will obey" in the comments section. You prayed for miracles, for the sky to bend for you. There will be miracles, but they will often be hidden. A new door that seems normal until you go through. It might sometimes be a sign of a miracle. Sometimes it involves rearranging relationships or finding a new career that doesn't seem like the one you had in mind, but it's the path that gets you there. Anticipate the amazing, but learn to recognize it when it comes, in patient little doses. You will be put to the test by success. You will be asked to create fruit. That is more about showing off than it is about providing. Strive for modesty. Keep your inner space safe and private. A little space where no metrics can measure you. Keep a table prepared for me. No award can replace the sense of belonging you will experience there. I now offer a few little prophecies. Watch out for the tendency of activity to masquerade as commitment. Watch wary for the gospel that is just focused on appearance or profit. Watch out for the gradual theft of souls that results from believing that many others share my viewpoint. Take care of the inner ear. Develop the practice of quiet. Allow me to discuss relationships in basic terms. Boundaries in love give with open eyes. Retain tenderness as a gift rather than a product. Don't confuse loyalty with martyrdom. If you are in a relationship that constantly drains your soul, without reciprocity, loyalty is not love. Rather, it is endurance that deteriorates when love becomes toxic. Have the guts to walk away. However, when the job is reciprocal, don't be scared to remain. Make a covenant commitment. Repair patiently. Help the person you love get back up when they fall, but don't be the one holding them back. In the proper settings, healing love is difficult. It calls for both to grow. You inquired about calling and ministry. Your impact will be more than you anticipate, and quieter than you realize. I will grant you seasons of true seclusion and times of prominence. Both are revered. Remind yourself of the room where you learned to pray as the audience applauds. The labor endures when the cheers subside. Plant there. I'm making a promise to you that will guide your future. I refuse to be rushed by the schedule of the world. I shall patiently tend to each season. I'll be given provision and take good care of it. I'll protect my heart from trivial comparisons. I'll go with rest, I'll go with bravery. I'll go with love as a practical step. Start recording your prayers and responses in a little diary. Make a note of the dates. You will see a pattern of fidelity when you turn around, which will reassure your doubting spirit. This month, try to do one act of radical generosity as well. Offer a little gift that makes you feel less constrained by the idea of scarcity. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11 super thanks or your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Angels may provide minor favors, such as prompt communication, a check that arrives unexpectedly, or protection from a decision that would have cost you dearly. Honor these indicators. They are management from the courts of heaven, not chance. I am developing in you the ability to seize opportunities without succumbing to the sickness of haste. Your inner existence is put to the test by opportunity. When you have the rest to continue going through it, the correct door opens. All wait, prepare, and murmur. When the world demands to hurry, you inquired about what to do with presents that don't seem right. Take care of them, they need rhythm, since their seeds arrive each day. Write the line, tell the little truth. Make only one call, do the modest act of kindness. Those little deeds add up to a harvest. Over time, the days you believed were squandered will turn out to be the pattern when you look back. I am being shaped into a vessel that will provide comfort to others. When they need a location to be repaired, they will come to you. Although you won't know everything, you will present the most radical grace's presence. The journey ahead will need more inner stability than outward show my love. Deeper refining is on the horizon. Unexpected costs, broken relationships, and seemingly hard choices are just a few of the tests that may seem to be threats. These are meant to show off your strength, not to shatter you. When everything tries to tear you apart, I'm teaching you how to stay firm and hold in the midst. When financial strain increases, create a modest but dependable strategy. Keep your word, seek advice. It is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom to negotiate. When fear takes over and screams, you cannot respond by citing my prior actions. Enumerate the methods I used to keep you. Recall the rescues. They serve as safeguards against hopelessness. You may encounter little moral dilemmas, situations when taking shortcuts are distorting the facts as the simple way to go. Firmly yet politely refuse them. These little moments shape character. Your integrity is your most valuable possession. Don't let applause handle your recovery. When you let me, and one trusted person to view your injured bits, healing occurs. Don't cover up the damaged areas. Raise your voice to the light. Bring them to the table. I won't make fun of your injuries in front of me. I will baptize them and instruct you to wear them as a reminder that you survived and that you may now help someone else survive. Sometimes you'll feel like you're not making much progress, and skepticism will tell you that you're forgotten. Practice your memory. Think back to particular instances when I stepped in. Maintain a list of grace ledger on difficult mornings. Put it in a visible location. You'll be inclined to defend yourself in ways that will keep you from getting the assistance you need. Avoid becoming an isolated island. Bring in reliable individuals for the project. Give love-based accountability. Select mentors who are patient with your pace and have more life experience. Don't let success turn into a throne. Turn it into a table. Bring others and recall your starting point. Give credit to express your thanks often and loudly. Allow space for those who weren't there when you were found. There are times when the adversary will appear subtly, with minor corrosions rather than loud attacks, pessimism that saps your delight, perfectionism that robs you of your presence, and bitterness that infiltrates his righteous outrage. These will gradually weaken you. Keep an eye out for them, give them names. Put the truth in place of their arguments. Try saying, "Thank you, Lord." Whenever you feel irritated, gratitude fills the heart with astonishment, which drives off anger relationship-wise. Not everyone you love will be able to support you. Sometimes love is awkward. When you need quiet, some individuals will make noise. You have to take care of your inner court. Establish holy limits. Predatory tendencies should be avoided, and sensitive persons should be kept near. Forgive those who are incapable of showing you love, but do not allow sympathy to keep you stuck in destructive patterns. Seasons and threes will provide opportunities. Occasionally they will manifest as near misses, such as an almost missed call or a canceled meeting. Don't see this as failure. Take these as a guide. Often a locked door is a necessary detour, since it coincides with where I was preparing you. The one that opens next will be more resilient. Don't use miracles as awards. When you come across them, present them as altars, point to the giver with them. Instruct people to wait to ask, and to be good with what they get. Allow giving to be the cornerstone of your prosperity. I would want to make some statements to you. Anchor them in your soul and speak them every day. Anxiety won't ruin my days. I'm held. Scarcity won't dictate my actions. Provision fulfills a purpose. Classrooms are my failures. I will grow from them and go on. Sabbath is the law of my soul. Therefore I shall rest. Bitterness will not reside in my home. I will forgive. I promise to use my power with compassion and humility. Angels silently minister while keeping an eye on my movements. I shall give without calculation, receive without regret, and love without haggling. There may be times when you'll be tempted to gauge your success by metrics that the world values, including numbers, prominence, and influence. Measure by tenderness instead. Count the number of individuals you assisted in getting some rest. Count the number of minor liberties you have fostered in your region. Calculate the frequency with which you opted for presence rather than projection. Find one person who will tell you the truth. Every week is a practical practice to help you become more resilient. Establish a weekly Sabbath limit that is non-negotiable. Maintain a 5-minute daily confession of reliance to sentences that begin the day with the words, I need you and I trust you. Let saving be an act of worship that declares your faith in supply. Joyfully set aside a modest portion of your salary for this purpose. Come and lay it at my feet. If you're afraid for your family, your future, or the economy, when you transfer the weight over, see how it lifts once you say simple phrases such, I do not have to carry this alone. You aren't made to handle what I can handle. Regarding friendship, some people are like lifelines, while others are like seasons in situations when change is inevitable. Avoid imposing permanency. Bless those who went and rejoice those who remain. Loving without clinging is the art of friendship. For those who are in a romantic relationship, make it a daily habit to uphold your promise. Make frequent little promises. Create customs that have personal significance for you. Both make the constant decision to return to that little holiness whenever temptation strikes. If you want to advance in your job and calling, start with little courageous moves. Establish the 10-minute rule. Spend 15 minutes a day working on the item you're afraid of. This compound action develops into a talent over weeks, and opportunities start to present themselves. Don't let failure scare you. Fear not attempting. Making a choice in spite of fear requires courage. I give that courage development and serenity in return. Miracles may be more than just fixes. They might also include rearrangements. Be prepared for a miracle of permission. The ability to relax, to be appreciated for who you are, and to cease acting. The value of these miracles is equal to that of the spectacular interventions. You inquired about the future, and I promised not to let you down. Your name is inscribed on my hands. You won't lose anything that really matters to you. I will guide you into a life where pleasure will replace your grief and your faith will bear fruit. Remain gentle, continue to be teachable. Remain in the moment. May peace find me where storms once lived. May my hands be steady for the work I am given. May my heart be soft toward those who hurt. May my feet walk in my calling without shame. This is a blessing to say over yourself tonight. Before you return to the world, rest in that blessing. Small predictions that I put on your days include: healing will occur in areas you had given up on. Doors that match your pattern of patience will open in the next season, and you will meet individuals who will assist you bear the weight you cannot carry alone. These are thoughtful pledges from a heart that hasn't forgotten you, not just well-meaning wishes. For me, remember your first words every morning. Every night may your last breath be one of thankfulness. Let your life serve as evidence of my presence, rather than your performance. You are my darling, join me on a walk. They won't have the last say. When the little risks arise, be a humble steward when chances present themselves. Celebrate with a heart that understands the gardener. When happiness blossoms, carry this silent truth with you throughout the day. I love you. I keep you safe, I provide you. I'm with you, you're not alone yourself. Go now and become the steady presence that transforms spaces into havens. The quiet revolution I sowed in you. Now take solace in the knowledge that I am with you and will support you at every turn. Be kind, love ferociously, and give generously. Remember that I have your hand when you face difficulties, and express gratitude when happiness strikes. Be anchored, solid and bright in the life I have given you. And go in peace, my darling. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.